When you heard, yeah, Kurt Angle wants to go back and be an Olympic wrestler, you just said, there's no way he's going to do it. He's just talking again. And so I completely dismissed it. I didn't think he was going to go through with it.
For me to say that I can make the Olympic team or be an alternate for the Olympic team at 43, if I were anybody, I'd think I was crazy. I didn't really know how good I was going to be until I'd say my second year in college when I started beating Olympians, and I was only 19 years old.
Kurt is just one of these guys that understood where he was in a match, had a couple of good weapons that he could hit on anybody, and he took advantage of that to win 2 NCAA titles.
That's when I knew I had the gift of thank God, of furthering my career to the Olympic level, which is a completely different level than college. I don't remember anything about the gold medal match.
He had a heck of a match with Jadidi of Iran. They both had opportunities to score, but because they never broke or exposed, no points were ever scored. In the end, it came down to a referee's decision.
I do recall I saw Jadidi raise his own arm, and I mean, oh, was I crushed. I gotta train another 4 years because I'm not gonna quit till I win the gold. And then when his arm went up, the referee forced it down and put my arm up. So I went from like, oh geez, man, my dream just got shattered to, oh my God, I won.
Kurt Angle had a great personality, and he was an Olympian. And if you were to go into a lab and come up with all these formulas to create the perfect pro wrestler, Kurt Angle would come out.
Going to pro wrestling, you have to show emotion. You have to include the crowd. And the first day, I just didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it.
Not a lot of people knew anything about him outside of the fact that he was an Olympic gold medalist and he was set to become a pro wrestler.
Every time they asked me to do something, bang, I did it, and thought, wow, I do have the personality for it.
And he was built up into this Olympic medalist who was a wrestling machine, so he was doing it with great matches, but he was doing it with a great personality, and he had a great character. And he was pretty much the total package.
I then was invited to a USA Wrestling event in New York City at Times Square. It was outside, it was incredible. I watched them all wrestle, and it was USA versus Russia, and it got the juices flowing. And that day, I was sitting with my fiancée, Giovanna, and I told her, I think I'm gonna try it this year. I think this is a year.
Pro wrestling, you sweat, you get hot, but there's no time set that you've got to pour all your energy into 6 minutes and get it done. And now to come back, that's going to be a daunting task.
In the first week, it was quite a wake-up call. I was getting my ass handed to me. And it was one of those things where it's like, maybe I'm not supposed to be trying out right now at 43.
If the pace is too much for him, which I'm tending to think if I'm wrestling a guy like Kurt and I'm 20-something and he's 40, I am going to make him gag on his lungs. I'm going to set a pace that I know hurts me, so I know it's killing him.
You see, I have a lot of people that are saying that he's just doing it for publicity.
A lot of average wrestling fans don't even know what Kurt Angle's been up to. So to them, this is probably Kurt Angle resurfacing and saying, I'm going to go out for the Olympics. And they're saying, Kurt Angle, I remember you from the 2000s. What are you doing here? And I think they're even more skeptical than some inside wrestling fans are.
For all the people that say I'm not going to do it, come see me April 20th in Iowa City. I'll be there.
You could be physically strong. You could be, very advanced with your technique and tactics and very intellectual about how you approach it. But in the end, you find out about a competitive spirit.
The ultimate dream would be to go to the Olympics and medal.
And Kurt Angle winning the gold would be the story of the year in sports, and it's not even close. But that, I guess, speaks to how improbable I think it is in happening.
I will be there. What will I do? I don't know. Will I make the team? It's a long shot. but I have a shot.